In LA this week,
taking people experiencing homelessness and putting them to work in community cleanups. It's happening here in North Hollywood and other parts of the San Fernando Valley. I'm Gil Reyes with a story next.
The stresses of life can sometimes be overwhelming, and that's why thousands of Angelinos come to Peace Awareness Labyrinth and Gardens here every year to find their inner peace. I'm Anita Bennett, and I'll take you inside just ahead.
I'm Saida Pagan at the farmers market, where food lovers from all over came to sample some very delicious food, and it was all for a good cause. I'll have that story coming right up.
Hey everyone, I'm Yana Kay. Here's what's happening on LA this week. As the city of LA continues to battle with our homelessness crisis, some people are taking a proactive approach. LA city officials and community members recently got together to try to come up with solutions to one of our biggest issues.
I'm just so proud to be here because we are talking about the crisis that is affecting our city today. This is the crisis of our time, and that is homelessness. So homelessness is not an issue that happened overnight. It happened over decades, and it's been here for a long time, but it is at epidemic level proportion.
We got a pretty tragic and staggering homeless count number for 2019. A huge spike, 60% increase in homelessness, and we've spent more money than we've ever spent before trying to find solutions, and now we're dealing with the biggest crisis that we've ever dealt with. So if you become homeless in Silver Lake, you're going to want to stay in Silver Lake. You might go to Los Feliz, you might go to Atwater Village, but you're going to stay in the same local area. And so we thought it was important that we, as different neighborhoods, come together and work on this issue that affects us all equally.
We are the only city in the state of California that voted to tax ourselves so that we could build permanent supportive housing for people experiencing homelessness. And that in and of itself deserves a big round of applause.
One of the most important things we can do as stakeholders in the community is be involved in the dialogue. And I think also on that note, I think what's really important is for everyone that's an elected official or a service provider or folks like myself that are organizers to have complete transparency with the folks that are living in these communities that we're going in and organizing and the people that live in the communities that the developments are going in.
We are going to need more than just money. We're going to need more than just laws. We're going to need the entire city of Los Angeles to come together, get informed, get active, and make a difference.
This is a community-driven process and a community-engaged process to have an honest conversation and educate the community on homelessness.
It's so important that people work together because we're not going to end homelessness individually. We're going to end homelessness together as a community.
Have you read the Muller report? Well, like many of us, probably not. But a group of concerned citizens, including Councilmember Mitchell Farrell, joined together at a local theater to read parts of the report out loud and connect on common issues.
Volume 1 describes the factual results in the special counsel's investigation of Russia's interference in the 2016 presidential election.
Well, today is going to be an all-day, all-night ReadAthon of the Muller report. So we have gathered a community of actors, of community leaders, business people, politicians, to read through the Muller report, to educate each other and ourselves.
I think for all of us to take part in uniting against tyranny, and that's the way I see it. And it's part of the resistance, and we all can play a role in that.
This is an incredibly important document. It deals with a foreign government's attack on our entire election system and our election. It deals with a then candidate who was complacent with hacking, and that person happens to be the President of the United States.
We have to pay attention and realize that the future of our country is at stake, the future of our Constitution, the centuries of what we've built to become a better country. It's all at stake because of this one individual.
I think that so few people have actually read the Muller report, and it's important that we, again, educate ourselves and the community.
We need to be educated about what's really going on. It's kind of shocking because it's all laid out. I feel a little isolated in my fury at home. I'm overwhelmed with like what I should be doing something, but I don't know what I should be doing. So I felt like this would be a place to have community with like-minded people and feel like we're doing something.
The investigation did not identify evidence that any U.S. persons knowingly or intentionally coordinated with the IRA's interference operation.
My hope, my goal is for people to either be here in person or to see it through live stream and to feel engaged. I think so many of us are at home or in the office and we are feeling frustrated and say to ourselves, I want to do something, what can I do? The Muller report is not a play, a piece of theater, this is real life.
He's a local talent who started as a street artist and tagger. These days, he has his very own museum, and his latest artwork was selected for a limited edition library card. We sat down with Jeanne Fujita to talk about what inspires him.
When it comes to graffiti art, there's one man who's created a niche for himself and crafted a distinguished career. Jeanne Fujita, a Los Angeles artist. He has been recognized nationally and internationally for his murals and museum installments. And he's created his own unique brand by fusing ideas and images from the East and West. And in doing so, he's been able to also express his LA and Japanese roots. We are so delighted to have him in studio. I'm so excited to be talking to you today. Jeanne Fujita, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing good.
What's been so unique about your artwork, you've used the ukiyo-e,
Yes.
The style, I would say, right, which is a Japanese style, and you fuse that kind of with Western urban imagery. Tell us a little bit about what this style entails and how you are using it for your art.
Well, so ukiyo-e is a woodblock prints from Japan. My parents were first to introduce it to me and my brothers, and I felt that was when I first saw it, it was so vivid and so saturated and rich with color. It blew my mind.
To date, I think one of your most complicated paintings is Invincible Kings of This Mad, Mad World, which took 5 months to make.
5-6 months.
5-6 months, and it's 8 by 16 feet. So what was the inspiration behind that, and why did you want to share that message with people?
My inspiration came from actually tattoos that the Yakuzas in Japan, the old Yakuzas in Japan would wear. They would have their whole back covered with the Chinese lion in tandem with the peony flowers to symbolize strength, protection, and that was the theme that inspired me for this painting.
How do you think the perception of graffiti art has changed in Los Angeles?
There's been some huge graffiti street art shows. One that happened here at MoCA in 2011. And I think those shows must have impacted a great deal on the views and perception of graffiti, I believe. I'm glad that there's this huge trend and popularity of street art.
What would you do?
One of the greatest pieces that can now be shared with people in their pockets is the library card. But for me, I understand that this isn't just art for you, because you actually have a special connection to the LA Public Library. So it extends beyond just creating the image that you recently did.
Yeah, I used to frequent the library, my local library in Boyle Heights, the Robert Louis Stevenson Library. You know, I feel very privileged and honored that my image was chosen to go on the face of the LA library card.
This has been so much fun, just learning about your work, your inspiration, and how you inspire people. So thank you again.
Remember summer camp? If so, you're lucky, as many families can't afford the luxury. Not so at Camp Wesson. As Gil Reyes reports, this summer camp welcomes all children, regardless of income level.
These kids, mostly from the inner city, are headed to a special type of summer camp. Everything's free at Camp Wesson. The t-shirts, the swim trunks, so is the respite for hardworking parents.
I'm gonna sleep till at least 8 a.m. How about that?
So I'm actually in the middle of a move, and so it gives me a break to be able to move the stuff and not have to worry about him. And then he's out having fun.
Parents see the children off. About 120 kids, many of whom are headed to camp for the first time.
And we have arrived about 25 miles north to the Hanson Dam recreation area for 3 days and 2 nights of summer fun. Camp Wesson is organized by LA City Council President Herb Wesson.
Most of the kids come from economically challenged areas, and all we want to do is shine a little sunshine on them a little bit, let them have fun, sleep under the stars, eat all they can eat.
And for some of the kids, they've never been out of their neighborhood. So to get out of their neighborhood and come into a nature like this, it's a wonder for them.
Here's a look from high above. The sprawling campsite in Lakeview Terrace is home to the Hanson Dam Aquatic Center and one of the largest public pools in the country. Children take the plunge on 2 thrilling water slides.
My mom is sad though.
She's sad?
Yeah, because, well, this is actually my first 3 days without her.
Okay, but you're having fun though, right?
Yes.
I've been playing with my friends over there because I have made some new ones.
Every summer, the kids take part in rock wall climbing, archery, hiking, so many activities. Campers also get to ride horses.
It's kind of bumpy, but you'll get used to it after you've been here a couple times.
The nonprofit group Community Build helped select the kids. Community Build also pitched in to pay for much of the children's activities.
Anything and everything that we can do to help them is definitely worth it, and I'm excited to be at Camp Wesson for the 13th time.
Happy trails.
More and more women these days are playing major roles in all aspects of the entertainment industry, and groups like Women in Entertainment are helping get them there.
We're here to talk about the art of pitching and how to pitch your project appropriately and well to executives, from producers to studio executives.
This is really important to advance the careers of women who are looking to get more involved in the entertainment industry and just really increase their knowledge base. And we're giving them the resources and the tools with such high caliber speakers that come from such a wide array of entertainment industry careers.
I head up the television department for Ubisoft, and for us, we are creating our own TV shows at the moment, whether it be through our IP or through original concepts. And so for us, we like to have pitches that are ready to go.
At an industry-wide level, I think for Ubisoft Film and Television in particular, it's always important to us to include more diverse voices in our storytelling and to create more opportunities for women. So I'm really excited to be able to talk about that with a bunch of like-minded people here today.
Working in the entertainment industry as a woman is huge, and to be able to help other women rise up is a really important part of my job.
Right now, a lot of people are acknowledging that there's a disparity in terms of jobs on the writing side, on the directing side, executive level, producing, between men and women. And I think everybody is interested in working together to create more equality in that space.
Dealing with work and family obligations are enough to stress anyone out. But there's a place in South LA that offers tranquility and peace of mind. Anita Bennett takes us inside.
On this busy stretch of Adams Boulevard in South LA, there's something you'd never expect.
a spiritual oasis called the Peace Awareness Labyrinth and Gardens, and it's helping Angelenos unwind.
I think everybody needs a place to get away, and sometimes you can't go, far away. So being right here in the middle of the city just makes it really convenient for everyone.
Sean Redding is a working actor, but the stresses of going on auditions, waiting for callbacks, and learning his lines can be overwhelming.
Well, a lot of times I come to meditate. I'll come to the gardens here and I'll just sit down and do some breath work, some meditation.
Paramjeet makes the trek from Northridge. She likes to attend the one-day retreats and healing events.
For me, I'm a very sensitive person, so I can really tell and feel when my nervous system feels overstimulated, and there's really nothing like meditation to get that relaxed feeling.
Each year, about 5,000 people come here from across the LA area, and when they're not taking classes or attending events, they walk this labyrinth to meditate and reflect.
So our thing is we are providing what people need most, which is relaxation, de-stressing, and peace. And that's become, absolutely vital in our society.
The facility opened to the public in 2004, and while some people come to meditate on the park benches, others reflect or listen to the relaxing sounds of a waterfall. Visitors say this tranquility is just what they need to recharge.
Admission to Peace Awareness Labyrinth and Gardens is free, but you need a ticket to go inside. Head over to peacelabyrinth.org for more information. The LADWP is handing out grants for qualified applicants. The LA Dodgers are beefing up Dodger Stadium, and Hollyhock House is now a World Heritage Site. All this in City B. It's a big season for the LA Dodgers. Not only do they have the most wins, they're also getting the 2020 All-Star Game and new stadium improvements. Mayor Eric Garcetti and Councilmember Gil Cedillo partnered up with the team to announce the renovations that will include a new Centerfield Plaza, elevators, and bridges that'll connect the outfield pavilions to the rest of the stadium, along with a Sandy Koufax statue. The project is expected to be completed in time for next season. The Los Angeles Department of Water and Power is accepting applications for the 7th round of its community partnership grants for local nonprofit organizations. The idea of the grants is to encourage new community outreach and public education efforts that engage LADWP residential and business customers on improving their energy and water efficiency and help reduce their utility bills. The Frank Lloyd Wright-designed Hollyhock House has been named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the first such designation in the city of LA. The former residence, now operating as a museum, was built between 1918 and 1921 in East Hollywood and was almost demolished in the 1940s. But the city of LA restored the home and the grounds, opening it up to the public in 1976. They're experiencing homelessness, but they're ready to work. In fact, they're beautifying neighborhoods in the San Fernando Valley in hopes of permanent jobs and housing. Gil Reyes reports from North Hollywood.
Here's a novel idea. Why not take people who are experiencing homelessness and pay them to beautify our streets? Well, it's happening through a program called Clean Streets, Clean Starts, headed by activist Don Larson.
Everybody's frustrated with the homeless situation. At least out here, we're picking up trash, we're clipping trees, we're taking care of this area. We improve this area.
North Hollywood Councilman Paul Krikorian has requested the crew for several cleanups. LA City has no organized program for loose litter pickup, so this team fills a void.
They're also encountering homeless people as they go and recruiting them. So
So as they're doing their work, they're also doing outreach.
Today's cleanup taking place just off Lancashire Boulevard and Sherman Way in what's traditionally a heavily littered area. Volunteers receive a $25 stipend plus a referral to Hope of the Valley Rescue Mission.
The mission is the next step towards homeless services, housing, and permanent jobs. Keith Russell, who has experienced homelessness, helps conduct outreach.
We let them know that we're here. You know, you're not out here by yourself. You know, we are here for you. You know, I've been there. Gas, please.
After 3 hours of work, it's pay time. A $25 certificate, either for gas or the 99-cent store. Tomorrow's another payday. Funding from Councilman Krikorian's office helps make this possible.
A lot of my constituents often say, why don't we just go and give all these people jobs so that, you know, they have a place to live and they can get a start. That's a lot harder to do than it sounds, but that's exactly what we're doing through this program.
Clean Streets, Clean Start has been around for a few years and has spruced up neighborhoods in Northridge, Sunland, Tahunga, and Woodland Hills, just to name a few. Food lovers from all over Los Angeles had the time of their lives recently at the 11th annual Taste of Farmers Market event. The tasting extravaganza was a way of celebrating the Farmers Market's 85th anniversary and support LA City firefighters. Saida Pagan was there.
Kathy Bodie and her husband Fred were living their own food lover's dream at this Taste of Farmers Market event. There was tortilla soup, beef sandwiches, delectable pasta, and so much more. These Angelinos got to sample all kinds of delectable cuisine provided by dozens of restaurants at the iconic farmers market in the Fairfax district.
So good. Very good. Anybody who's not here, they're missing out.
Hungry guests had waited in line to get their tickets while enjoying live entertainment.
I love coffee, I love tea, I love a job and it loves me.
Los Angeles firefighters provided one of the most popular foods, homemade chili cooked up by the firefighters themselves. Proceeds from this Taste of Farmers Market benefit an organization called the First in Fire Foundation, which supports firefighters in LA and beyond.
Did you see the line? There's a humongous line that's out there, and I'm very happy that the people came out to support the First In Foundation and Farmers Market and this community.
This year's Farmers Market definitely did not disappoint. Everyone had the same word to describe the food: simply delicious. Susie Cook and her son Harrison were more than glad to give to a good cause. Their reward? Out of this world savory beef and tangy parfait.
10 out of 10. Wow, what can I say?
It's a 10 out of 10?
Incredible. My favorite.
There's coleslaw, mac and cheese, or chili cheese.
Restaurant owners were overjoyed that by sponsoring this food tasting event, they have brought the community together.
We love it. The crowds are going crazy. They love the pasta. They love the food. I mean, literally, there's hundreds of people here. They're just having a great time.
Besides tasting all that great food and drink, guests got a chance to talk one-on-one with local firefighters and learn more about what they do. In fact, it was so much fun that almost everybody was already planning ahead and marking their calendars for the next time around.
For more information on this Taste of Farmers Market and upcoming events, visit farmersmarketla.com. Kids and families now have a brand new space to play in at Griffith Park as the Ferndale Park Playground swings into action.
Well, today is a very exciting and happy day. Just look behind me and look at the kids. This is the third opening of a playground in Griffith Park that we rehabilitated and brought back to life so that kids all throughout Los Angeles could enjoy the outdoors.
it's a gathering place for us and for our children, and it's nice to have somewhere to take them that's safe and that's closed off and that is a part of the community.
You know, you wake up in the morning, you're looking for something to do, you walk to your neighborhood park, and you spend the morning with your family and you meet new friends.
Playgrounds have gotten away from the old sandbox type and now has rubberized flooring, better equipment, tried and tested, where it's safer, environmentally friendly, and longer lasting, bright colors, enjoyable. I mean, look, there's no reason for me to explain, you just got to take a look. And look at the faces of these children, how much they enjoy and approve, and that's what matters.
Enjoy a one-day festival at the Viaduct. Craving some real, authentic food? Try the 21st annual Taste of Ecuador and meet your neighbors during a hike at Griffith Park. All this and things to do. Future Sounds Festival is gearing up at the Viaduct. This one-day festival promises a ton of amazing experimental elements, including hand-picked food vendors, improv poetry, projection mapping, and performance art. A mix of established and emerging acts will perform on a pop-up stage under the oldest bridge in LA. The Future Sounds Festival touches down at the Viaduct Saturday, August 3rd, beginning at 4 p.m. For more details, check out their listing on Eventbrite. The 21st Annual Taste of Ecuador Food Festival is a free family event for all ages. People from around the globe will enjoy a colorful menu of Ecuadorian cuisine and other well-known food dishes. Attendees will also experience Ecuadorian crafts, musical groups, folklore customs, and more. The Taste of Ecuador Food Festival takes place at the Placita Alvera in downtown Los Angeles Sunday, August 4th, beginning at 10 a.m. For more details, call 818-734-2701. The Sierra Club Central LA invites you to a newcomer's hike at Griffith Park. Hike up to the La La Land bench, down through shady Ferndale, and enjoy views of the Hollywood sign and the Griffith Observatory. So bring a camera, get out of the house, and prepare to meet new people at the newcomer's hike at Griffith Park, Saturday, August 3rd, beginning at 8:30 a.m. For more info, visit act.sierraclub.org/events. Join Rabbit Days and Dumplings for a garden concert for kids. This live band, led by performer Elena Moon Park, celebrates folk and children's music from all over East Asia, reinterpreted to mix musical traditions, languages, styles, and stories. Rabbit Days and Dumplings will strum in the fun August 3rd and 4th in the Central Garden at the Getty Center. The performances begin at 4 p.m. For more details on this free kids event, visit getty.edu/museum. The Latino City Attorney Association invites you to attend the latest talk in the Conversations with Mike series. Monday, August 5th, the series will present Dolores Huerta, From Farm Workers to Feminism. The event will be happening in the John Ferraro City Council chamber beginning at 12 noon. Space is limited, so sign up to attend today. Reserve your spot at event.rsvp@lacity.org. And that's a look at some things to do. That's it for this edition. I'm Yana Kay. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more of LA This Week.